everyone in the service who said that everyone in the service was evil and baby killers and all that. I felt and still feel that many in the service want to do the right thing. You know, they want to do the right thing, but they don't see the option of doing otherwise. And I never condemned the soldiers. I thought the soldiers were as much a victim as anyone else. And you know,
Yes.
I had friends who peace marched but condemned the soldiers. And I understand why they thought that. I just think that you have to have compassion for everyone.
I agree, Richard. I agree. Thank you,
Yeah.
my dear friends. Welcome to the Poetry Reading with Shwetha A. We are live on YouTube. Sorry for the delay, and it's just, as usual with the internet hiccup. As usual, let's begin with a few lines. Hope you are all doing well. Let's get started with a few lines of Joy Harjo. When I began to listen to poetry, it's when I began to listen to those tones, and I began to listen to what the clouds had to say, and I began to listen to others. And I think most importantly for all of us, there you begin to learn to listen to the soul of yourself in here, which is also the soul of everyone else. Beautiful lines by Joy Harjo. We always talk about this. No, rising, uplifting of humanity. Humanity is the basic cause of everything. So let's get started with Richard. Please
Well,
give a round of
thank you so much, my
applause.
brother. Thank you so very much. I'm going to read a poem that speaks to the idea that I understand why people band together in groups. It's a normal biological thing, but it needn't cause friction. It can be a way of bringing us together. This was written after a terrible incident when police killed a man simply because of his color. And I want to know why people who knew better weren't speaking out. So this is called A Behaviorist Perspective, The Causes of Racism. The croup, or the troop or group, the clan's glad hand, the sign of nine, the grip in the dark, the posted mark informs the stable state of norms. Remembering the frames of membrane games, brain disguises, shade your eyes in apple pies, it sizes the territory, the turf. Well, the good should. Our side of town, our group is right in the sight of good God's smile. Even sunlight reviles your kind outside the pure to lure with your kind's lazy, stupid stunts. A sparrow of a different hue could be torn and clove in two by a few of another blue hunt. The strength bonding, unicellular life in multicellular strife, responding, deciding, ties the atoms so tight, minute molecular might, and chooses in precise measure who you'll sleep with tonight. Beehives survive by tribes' trance. The queen's romance excludes the rude outsider, protects the provider, determines the rider of the queen's desire. Embolden invaders, reduce the chance for the tribe to advance. Social groups and baboon shoots, baboon troops and fishy schools know who the foe is, when to go, who's the friend, where's the end. The rules used, training fools by gene and team wish, that's culture's dish. It keeps the Portuguese man of war banging on the door. It explains to the colony who to hang on to and why. Cultural clash, like red ants and black, as a reason to attack is a common step to keep 'em hep to good guys and bad. But isn't it sad how often the supportive social ties, the tools of molecular rules can conceal the lack and leak of the social contract to the greater stack? The organs of your hand would be foolish to war or inflict harm on the arm. Could the leg force the knee to submit or flee? Could the brow to the forehead say, drop dead, be gone, am scrape, and then in confusion sway against the neighbor's array? As this is to make a fist to relate the cultural trait, a boundary in this or any country. Take Humpty Dumpty, he's really something to relate to the ground with a loud cracking sound. Unicellular or multicellular? In clothing and in motion, you're expressing the notion of your tribe. It doesn't hide, it wouldn't try. But membranes even say, if you lean over easy this way, together is stronger. It lives happier longer. Cultural rifts needn't cause tiffs or express fists in pain when it is they mean the support of us. They needn't bleed trust or force us to muss the membrane's edgy thrust. But if you say it must, symbiosis is being, osmosis its meaning, surely you know this. There's no relief in grief. Let tribal libel cease. Extend the grace of space. The use of social bonding to unite is great. But even edges meet and act to attract the surging urge to merge. Thank you, my friends. Thank you all.
Excellent, sir. As always, what a great satirical take. You know, such a wonderful, and I mean, how beautifully you express. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. We love to hear one of your best poems. So, underline one. So, please welcome on up next, Gopal Purdhani. Gopal, Gopal sir, please unmute your mic. Gopal sir. Okay, let's go.
Now, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
I want to narrate a few two-liners which I have written, called in Hindi dohas, and also a couple of four-liners. It's a very small, not long. I have written for the scientists, the technicians who make bombs and other drastic items. I say कि बहुत इतराते हो न्यूक्लियर बम बनाकर, समझ तब आएगी जब अपनी जान पर बनाएगी। बहुत इतराते हो न्यूक्लियर बम बनाकर, पर समझ तब आएगी जब अपनी जान पर बनाएगी। न्यूक्लियर बम आपका भी, आपके भी दुश्मन बन जाता है। एंड देन से कि बेहतर है कि हम अमन की कोशिश करते रहें। बेहतर है कि हम अमन की कोशिश करते रहें, तो वाई तो होनी ही है लड़ाई इस जंग से इस दौर के बाद। ये जो युग है, ये जो जंग की सब तरफ से खबरें आ रही हैं, तबाही तबाही और कुछ नहीं। तो फिर मैंने अपने बारे में लिखा है कि मैं खुदा का बंदा हूँ, मैं खुदा का बंदा हूँ, मेरे अंदर उसी का नूर है। जो अंदर है वो मोहब्बत है, जो बाहर है वो सुरूर है। जो अंदर है वो मोहब्बत है, जो बाहर है वो सुरूर है। ए कपल ऑफ फोर लाइनर्स कि मैं हिंद का सैनिक हूँ, मैं हिंद का सैनिक हूँ, दुश्मन को कई बार पछाड़ा है। 48 में, 1948 में, 1965 में, 1971 में। सेम दुश्मन बेशर्मों की तरह फिर आ जाता है मुंह ऊंचा करने के लिए, और फिर उनको पछाड़ा हमने 3 बार एक ही दुश्मन को। 1948, 1965, 1971। मैं हिंद का सैनिक हूँ, दुश्मन को कई बार पछाड़ा है, जो लड़ रहे थे मुझको, उनको चुन चुन के मारा है। I killed 15 people in 65 hours because वार में ये रूल होता है कि अगर मैं नहीं मारूंगा तो वो मुझे मार देगा। तो ये पहले है कि हु इज मोर ऑफेंसिव। मैं हिंद का सैनिक हूँ, दुश्मन को कई बार पछाड़ा है, जो लड़ रहे थे मुझसे उनको चुन चुन के मारा है। लेकिन धाराएं जो लाल रंग की बह रही थी जमीन पर, धाराएं जो लाल रंग की बह रही जमीन से पता नहीं चलता कि खून दुश्मन का है या हमारा है। उनसे पता नहीं चलता कि खून दुश्मन का ये हमारा है। और एक लास्ट फोर लाइनर कि मरने से मैं डरता नहीं, मरने से मैं डरता नहीं क्योंकि मरना टल नहीं सकता। मरने से मैं डरता नहीं कि मरना टल नहीं सकता, ना वो मैं काम पकड़ता हूं जो काम मैं कर नहीं सकता। ना वो मैं काम पकड़ता हूं जो काम मैं कर नहीं सकता। मेरा आसान सा फंडा है कि जहां जैसे हालात हो जाएं, मेरा आसान सा फंडा है कि जैसे हालात हो जाएं, खुद खुद को बदल डालो अगर हाल बदल नहीं सकते। कि मरने से मैं डरता नहीं कि मरना टल नहीं सकता। खुद को बदल डालो अगर हाल को बदल नहीं सकता। ये चंद लाइनों के साथ मैं आपको सबको प्रणाम करता हूँ। नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद सर। बिल्कुल सही। कौन दुश्मन और कौन हमारा है, पहचान बहुत मुश्किल है। और अंदर का रूह क्या बोलते हैं, नूर को देखना और परखना और समझना बहुत मुश्किल है। धन्यवाद सर, बहुत
थैंक यू।
गहराई
धन्यवाद।
आपकी लफ्जों में।
धन्यवाद।
Please welcome, please give a round of applause, my dear friends, Dr. Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good evening.
Please unmute your mic, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to receive invitation from Kumar Prasanna ji to attend the poem reading program. I am extremely impressed with the recital program esteemed poet Prasanna Kumar is organizing on every Sunday. The title of the poem is about autumn season, and the title is Come Dear, Let's Enjoy Autumn. Come dear, let's enjoy autumn. The poem runs like this. Crisp air, joyous pain, warm hearts, where our gratitude meets grace poise. Crisp air, joyous pain, warm hearts, where our gratitude meets grace poise. We grow up to love in our servitude and will never dream of any choice or substitute. We grow up to love in our servitude and will never dream of any choice or substitute. Now it is the autumn of love in our life, dear. Leaves falling from trees, daylight shorter, nights longer. Now it is the autumn of love in our life, dear. Leaves falling from trees, daylight shorter, nights longer. Come, dear, let's celebrate autumn, where birds whisper, earth, woods, rivers, excellent schoolmasters teach more than brochure. Come, dear, let's celebrate autumn, where birds whisper, earth, woods, rivers, excellent schoolmasters teach more than brochure. From autumn, trees at the end and endure. Leaves rise at the end, we have to bear and endure. This is the end of my poem, and I convey my heartfelt thanks to all poet pals, including Kumar Prasannaji, for patient listening. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd love to present a piece for you. In the maze of amazement, in the welkin of wonder, Lord for me is near, here and there. Your love is all that makes me far and wide across tapestry of sentient reverie. Dearly, Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik is undoubtedly an angelic fairy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's really written, ma'am. Come on. I have written it. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. And you could cheer me up also. Oh, please. Uh, uh, yes. Next up is Dr. Deena Padayachee. Dr. Deena Padayachee. Sir, please unmute your mic.
Hello, sorry, I didn't realize I was up. First of all, I'd like to thank KK Kumar and apologize for last week when we were invited to a 91st birthday party for a surgeon who was my teacher. So I couldn't pass up that. This poem I wrote in May 2022 to commemorate the struggle of the people of the Ukraine and Russia who were hurled into war because of factors beyond their control. It was published in Glow Mag in May 2022. And of course, I never thought in 2024 that the struggle would still be going on. It's really very sad to see what's happening in the Ukraine and in Palestine. So this poem is called Imagine a World. Imagine a world where the warriors are infused with wisdom. Imagine a world where sagacious soldiers in their hundreds of thousands refuse to be invaders, ravagers, thieves, and murderers. A world where the patriots refuse to put their precious lives on the line for psychopaths. Imagine a world. Imagine a world where the children are cherished, where the ladies are celebrated, where the men are worthy of love, where the elderly are revered, adored, and respected. Imagine such a world. Imagine a world where greed is seen to be as disgusting as war. Imagine a world where racism is seen as the purgatory of the retarded. Imagine a world. Imagine a world where the ashamed bigots realized that they reek with the stench of the irrational. Imagine a world where arrogance is the arena of the absurd. Imagine a world. Imagine a world where all are able to see the divine in diverse cultures, and eclectic music plays a symphony of love in our spirits. Imagine a world where the fiends are subjected to justice. Imagine a world where the traitors are ashamed and the sweetness of the soul is savored. Imagine a world where the dreams of Gandhi, King, and Mandela are not dreams. Imagine such a world. Thank you.
Excellent, sir. Imagine a world. Maybe if finding a chimera or Neverland. Thank you, sir. Thought-provoking, yes, as always. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome a veteran, a very well-known writer and poet, Radha Chakravarty.
Thank you. I'm rejoining this group after a long absence. I was not in the country, and it's a pleasure to reconnect with you again. And thank you, Prasanna, for including me at short notice. I want to read a poem which actually takes me back to my father's story. My father came from a humble village in what is now Bangladesh, and his family migrated to what is now West Bengal just before partition. But in his heart, he always carried the memory of his childhood village and his home. And later, when I was in Bangladesh, it was possible for me to take him as an old man back to his village and to his home. And this poem is really about this double journey. He went back to his roots, but I also went and discovered my roots when I went and saw where my father was born and spent his early childhood. So this poem is called In Your Eyes, a River. In your eyes, a river. You never left Shamshiddi. In your heart, you carried a home. In your eyes, a river. In the soles of your feet, the swing and shift of a bamboo shaku, narrow bridge of precarious crossings. In seasons when you were not aswim, in the rain-swollen silted canal circling that mound, that lost ground of your birth, forsaken foundation of your fast transforming self, and absent source of mine. Past towering Shamshiddi Mott, crossing lush green fields of memory, flourishing on the soil of old tales retold, I traverse now the trail you took on sunburnt days to Srinagar school, clutching slate, chalk, and shining boyhood dreams, unaware that the highway of history is a one-way route to the point of no return. Across that same swaying shako, I step now, forward and back into your past and mine, searching opaque green water for signs, scanning cloud-laden sky for answers. The climb is slippery, mud can be treacherous, helping hands draw me ashore to the present. My questing soul kneels before the starkness of your truth, face to face with the very spot where your story began, bearing hidden future seeds of mine, awed by stark simplicity of hut, yard, well, sky, and bottle gourd vine, green sway of banana leaves and palm trees' shaggy grace. I hear in the breeze the heartbeat of the past, feel the pulse of my present. The silence of the listening earth is deafening. Beneath the gaze of that same new and ancient sky, I stand face to face with your impossible story and find at last the missing opening lines of mine. Thank you.
Excellent, man. Heartbeat of the past.
Thank you.
Taking us. Thank you, man. Thank you for your presence and your poem as well. Allowed your presence. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Radha Chakravarty. Please welcome Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Good evening, everyone, dear poets. And thanks, Prasannaji, for inviting me to recite my poem. The poem which I am going to recite is of the title, Feel My Love. It is a love poem. Feel My Love. Here it goes. Oh, dear sweetheart, listen my heart's amorous melodies. Oh, dear sweetheart, listen my heart's amorous melodies. Clasp my fist, be my prettiest dream queen. Your alluring portrait is preserved in my bosom. None else could adorn my soul's sanctum sanctorum. In my soul flows love's enchanting perennial fountain. Melody of romance flows through symphony of rustling leaves. My heart's frontiers embellished with your scented blossoms. For your love, I can take numerous births, traverse to moon and back, navigate 7 seas. Day by day, your glamour and elegance multiplies. Your mesmeric aura, felt in nature's each element, feel my love's exalting, indelible scent every moment. And that is the end of my poem. Thanks for watching and listening. That's all.
Lighter one. Please feel his love. So I would request you all. Please feel his love. Excellent, sir. Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank
Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Now, please welcome Lantern Carrier.
Right, let me bring it up. Okay, sorry about that. Celebrations of light. Love is a transcendent, priceless pearl, felt at some point by all familiar with the diamonds in our hearts. It is a celebration of life, full of light, harmony, and beauty. The glowing smile of a mother post-delivery of a newborn is usually one of boundless joy. The faces of the Indian diaspora for Diwali, Festival of Lights, are vibrant and cheerful. In a second. The pagan festival called Halloween is normally associated with witches, broomsticks, pumpkins, and ghouls. A penny for the guy, please, say the kids, carrying the surreal figurines. Yet shadows and sparkles merge, even as firecrackers, like Diwali Diyas, are all whispering love's name. Celebrations are an essential part of the love which makes us holy. Christmas gives spiritual and family nourishment to many. It paves the way for bonuses at work, a well-deserved rest, the camaraderie in goodwill parties, Christmas carols and dinners, but above all, this too reminds us of the light within. Enter the alchemist, her eloquent words lifting us, carrying nothing but the ethereal energy of love. She inspires us to let go of remorse, to show that both happiness and sorrow are chords of the universal music, worthy of acceptance, virtues of the celebration of this dance of life. Light, like the life tree of love, shows a path to both young and saging, like myself and Richard, utilizing the diverse branches through a plethora of poets, showing that we're all beacons in our own ways, have a right to stand tall in our excellence. When the rain falls, we tend to be canopied by umbrellas. In the same way, wisdom dawns in the hearts and minds of souls receptive to the power of bars in the oratorical flow. The stars become a sparkle and not the night or darkness, parting the portals of our hearts wide open so that the light within can roam the wilderness with its sacred rays. Sometimes it is dark and I struggle only because I chase the moon away. Light inspires us to remove the dark clouds within, replacing them with the candle of vision so we can still see the lustrous dawn even in our darkest moments. It is in the realm of silent reflection that the fullness of the word works its magic, blending into the harp of harmonious symphonies. Poetry teaches us that diversity is sublime. It is not only the rose, but essentially the garden, which is the main team player, as the lushness of the weeds, foliage, and branches also have something special to offer humanity. Perspectives. It is prudent to be careful when delving into mundane conflicts, as my heart's light may not be strong enough to rein in the after effects on my emotions. A flower does not grow in harsh cold weather, but the winter clematis retains its beauty and joy only because this season is its natural habitat. It is to the constellations I look for solace in my abyss, for to face this dunya, this world, may bring constant pain. When the blue sky glows, flowers become awake, just as ripe cocoon emerges into an exquisite butterfly. It is the celebration of light that illumines, like the sun, like a child's radiant smile and innocent laughter, bringing nourishment to us, to the plants. This same awakener creates the miracle of a cocoon, and poetry becomes a channel of this energy of light. Love is the pulse of that which gives meaning to beings. Clouds tend to disperse when the heavens glimmer. Tulips fade in winter, only to rise again in the light of spring. Deep in our souls, light becomes the eloquent expression of the inexpressible, beseeching the guardians of the dawn, moons and stars, like Sri Krishna, like the Christ, even in our darkest hours. It is then that poetry soothes the turbulent waves and grieving hearts, its sweet fire of words burning the dross of our loneliness, its mystical bars speaking to the immaculate profundity of our soul's journey. Anton Carrier, thank you.
Celebration of light, wisdom dawns in the minds and souls. What a brilliant, expression. Lantern, as always, will leave us something more. Brilliant imagery, as said by Sneha Goel, ma'am. Excellent. Please give a round of my applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Laxman Rao.
So this week, I felt like I wouldn't get the time. I would be the last person. Felt okay. Well, then thanks for the opportunity here. Well, I was ready with this poem, Captivating Eyes. It's like an adorable poem, a lovable poem. Here it goes, Captivating Eyes. Amidst life's abundance, where lightning falls, two radiant beacons shine like morning dew. Your captivating eyes infused with chords to joy, to love, and to hope. That's all true. Your sparkling depths like sunlight waters gleam, reflecting smiles that banish every fear. As warmth and kindness flow, a gentle stream, fetching the thirst of souls that earn and pure. In those bright orbs, a gentle peace creeps in, a stillness that soothes the heart's deepest pain, and fills the soul with joy that's hard to gain. And fills the soul with joy that's hard to gain. In bliss we bask, in that day full delight. Let me soar my creative spirit in joyous flight. Thank you. That was one of my sonnet, Captivating Eyes.
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
Thanks.
It's mentioned on your T-shirt, so I just have read that.
Oh.
Perfect.
Perfect. No, it's better to be imperfect.
Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Laxman Rao, and please welcome the so beautiful, dynamic poet Ambika Ananth.
Hello, everybody. Am I audible? Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Prasanna Kumarji. I was absent for almost 2-3 sessions, and I apologize because I was otherwise busy and I was unwell a little bit. But nonetheless, I'm very glad that I could join today and enjoy most of the poems, very, very nicely rendered by the eminent poets. So what I would like to present today is titled Stone Flower. This is in the first person voice of a rape victim. So it may be a little dark, but nonetheless, I thought it is important that we talk about such subject also. So it is titled Stone Flower. Overpowering shame, fear, hurt, dejection, helplessness, overpowering shame, fear, hurt, dejection, helplessness. I push myself headlong down to the point of my nadir. I push myself headlong down to the point of my nadir, to hide in the deep chasm, in the dark, suffocating crevice, fearing the world, fearing the stigma, fearing my very existence. The feral perpetrator is free out there, ready for his next act of baser, ignoble hunger. He is free out there, ready for his next act of baser, ignoble hunger. But why am I caught in this vortex of muddled emotions? Why am I caught in this vortex of muddled emotions? Why am I hiding from light when the darkness is not me? Why am I hiding from light when the darkness is not me? I will rise up. I will be reborn. I'll rise up. I'll be reborn as a stone flower with tough splendor, with spear-like sharp petals, to sever without any qualms those wanton, despicable fingers that touch my bare nakedness. None can defile me or violate my honor. None can defile me or violate my honor. No manifestation of any kind will come near that unleash sharpness of sin into my body. I can brave the eerie cold of my being as a stone flower. I can brave the eerie cold of my being as a stone flower, but cannot bear the tragedy of being in the innocent, beautiful flesh to be ravaged again. None can configure the voltage of my raging wrath, the unendurable spate of my gushing defiance, filled with the heat of furnace flames, aching with an unhealing bleeding wound in my very core. A stone flower I am. No man can touch me and get away. Thank you.
Brilliant and empowering. It's very much needed.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Thank you for
Thank you
those
so
words. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Dr. Ambika Ananth with her powerful poem.
Thank you so
Please
much.
welcome Maria. Thank you. See, Maria, please.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with you all, parts and friends. Thanks, Prasanna, for the opportunity to recite my poem. My poem is about a strong desire of all of us. It's about peace. The title is Yearning For. We look at each other, one in the eyes. Feelings from within are alike. There's no doubt about, my friends. We long for peace ever growing. We long for peace ever growing. Like yeast makes to bread before putting in the oven. And bread had food to kill hunger. Peace all of us have yearned for so long. In fights, loser or winners, no one longs for enemies. All hoist the flag of peace. Peace for all of us. Peace for all of us. Yeah, peace, brothers and sisters. Hope, faith, prayers for peaceful days. Hope, faith, prayers for peaceful days. Thank you very much.
Peace, peace, peace. And peace went amiss, as always. That is what we are wishing for, to have
It's
peace.
the desire of all of us.
Thank you, Maria.
And better
Please
days
give-
for the world. We hope better days for the world. We need to.
Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear fans. That was Maria. Please welcome our very own. Who else? It would be Sneha Goel. Yes, please go ahead. Yes. Sneha.
Are you calling Sneha?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Go on. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Please go ahead.
She's muted.
Muted or unmuted? You can mute. Yeah, you can unmute. It's muted. Unmute. You need to take off your headphone and connect with the direct audio.
Am I audible now?
Yes, perfect. Oh my God.
Thank
Go ahead, man.
This poem is inspired by Pakistani poet Nahar Nahar. She says, I am in this human skin, I am half war, half peace. And it make me think that is it true? And then I wrote this poem. I am half peace, half war in this war-torn world. Half at peace because my world is peaceful, half at war because on the side there is a complete human destruction. And still I sit here in peace and eat my morsels, while people there cry of fear, pain, and hunger. Half at peace because I just crossed a big turmoil, half at war because many are still living chaotic lives. And I sit here feeling blessed for what I don't experience anymore, while people there cry of rape, death, and justice denied. Half at peace because I voiced injustice against me, half at war because many are weak to fight the unjust in their lives. And still I stand before the court presenting petitions and evidence, while people there don't know there's law to protect their interests. You see, every human's heart is only half at peace because the other half is watching crime against humanity. Thank you.
Wow, brilliant. Excellent. What a great take. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Sneha Goel. Brilliant. Please welcome Bizu Prince, Isaac Cohen. Isaac, please unmute your mic. Isaac, please unmute.
Wait a minute. The flower lowered its head. After a minute, it raised its head. It saw a baby and wanted to give him hope. The thought stopped more cells. The piece arrived happily. And the second minute, Ida Cohen, autumn. Many leaves fell on a ground, one after another. I picked them up and put them on the tree's neck. My mind was happy. I danced around the tree and the flowers cheered. How exciting to see autumn. Thank you, Alcon, Israel.
Thank you, Isaac. That was loud. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. It was I was a prince. Please welcome Jennifer Garnacles. Jennifer.
Vale, hot stuff.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to my newest poem I wrote on Thursday about autumn, and it's titled Time to Go. Autumn is approaching. I wonder what color sun will imprint on us. I love red, I love orange, I love yellow, I love a mixture of all. When our leaves change color, we know it will soon be time for us to go. We can't change our fate. We have with seasons fate. Soon we will fly, swirl in the air from high, fall upon the ground trampled by human feet. Though the days before were looked at as we hung on our mother tree, carrying us, delighting in our radiant autumn fires. They sit close by, some paint our colors on canvas. The tree that houses us spreading its branches, up, locking us within pages of their book. They walk close by, clicking their cameras, zooming in, making videos, capturing us for their albums, their channels, exclaiming to each other how beautiful we look. They lie upon us rolling around, saying how soft we feel. Happily, throwing us up and down, they lift us up, playfully throw us to each other, yet they won't let us off the hook. Oh, they marvel at the carpet on the ground we all have woven. Their brutal metal rakes, they sweep us up in stacks, then stifle us by packing, enclosing us in closed bags. We can no longer see the blue sky or each other, so dark inside, we immediately died.
Wow. Great expression, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a great ending. What a great ending. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Jennifer. Please welcome Dr. Miss Shobha Deshpande. Miss Shobha Deshpande. Miss Shobha Deshpande.
नमस्कार वणक्कम दीपावली के शुभकामनाएं हैं आज तेलुगु में बोलूं क्या? परसों हिंदी में बोली। एक बोलना है,
जी
दो बोलना है?
एक एक मैम एक।
एक क्यों शॉर्ट कर दिए? आज इल्लाली दिनोत्सवम कते, इल्लाली दिनोत्सवम कते। तो इल्लाली दिनोत्सवम के ऊपर हम आज कविता लिखे। शीर्षक है इल्लाली सेवा त्यागम। इल्लाली సేవా త్యాగం. అమ్మగారింటిలో బంగారు బిడ్డగా పుట్టి పెరిగి, అమ్మగారింటిలో బంగారు బిడ్డగా పుట్టి పెరిగి, పెళ్లి చేసుకొని మెట్టినింటికి పేరు ప్రతిష్టలు తెచ్చి, పెళ్లి చేసుకొని మెట్టినింటికి పేరు ప్రతిష్టలు తెచ్చి, అత్తవారింటికి ఎన్నెన్నో సంబంధాలను ప్రేమతో పెంచుకొని, అత్తవారింటికి ఎన్నెన్నో సంబంధాలను ప్రేమతో పెంచుకొని, ఆశీర్వాదములను మన్ననలను పొంది, ఆశీర్వాదములను మన్ననలు పొంది, సహాయ సహకార సేవలు చేస్తున్న, సహాయ సహకార సేవలు చేస్తున్న ఇల్లాలి సేవ ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా. ఇల్లాలి సేవ ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా. ఆమెకు సాటి ఎవరు రారు లేరు, ఆమెకు సాటి ఎవరు రారు లేరు. అటు భర్తకు అన్ని సమకూర్చుతూ, అటు భర్తకు అన్ని సమకూర్చుతూ, ఇటు పిల్లలను సక్రమంగా పెంచుతూ, ఇటు పిల్లలను సక్రమముగా పెంచుతూ, తన తిండి ఆరోగ్యమును లెక్క చేయక, తన తిండి ఆరోగ్యమును లెక్క చేయక సేవలు చేస్తున్నా ఇల్లాలి సేవ ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా. ఇల్లాలి సేవ ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా. తన బాధను ఎవరి ముందు చెప్పుకోకుండా, తన బాధను ఎవరి ముందు చెప్పుకోకుండా, ఉదయము లేచిన దగ్గర నుండి, ఉదయము లేచిన దగ్గర నుండి పడుకునే వరకు, ఉదయము లేచిన దగ్గర నుండి పడుకునే వరకు చతుర్భుజ లక్ష్మిలా, చతుర్భుజ లక్ష్మిలా ఇంటి దీపముల, చతుర్భుజ లక్ష్మిలా ఇంటి దీపముల వెలుతురును ఇస్తూ, వెలుతురును ఇస్తూ ఆనందపడుతూ చకచకా పని చేస్తుంటే, వెలుతురును ఇస్తూ ఆనందపడుతూ చకచకా పనులు చేస్తూ ఉంటే, అందరూ చూచేవారే సాయం చేసేది లేదే, అందరూ చూచేవారే సహాయం చేసేది లేదే. ఇల్లాలి సేవా త్యాగం ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా. అనారోగ్యంగా ఉన్నా లేకున్నా, అనారోగ్యంగా ఉన్నా లేకున్నా, ఉదయము లేవడము, డబ్బులను కూడబెట్టి, డబ్బులను కూడబెట్టి తన సంసారాన్ని చక్కదిద్దుకొని డబ్బులను కూడబెట్టి తన సంసారాన్ని చక్కదిద్దుకొని సమయానికి పిల్లల ఫీజులు ఖర్చులు చూసుకుంటూ సమయానికి ఫీజులు ఖర్చులు చూసుకుంటూ ఇంటికి కంటికి రెప్పలా కాపాడుతూ ఇంటికి కంటికి రెప్పలా కాపాడుతూ మహారాణిలా జీవితమును గడిపే మహారాణిలా జీవితమును గడిపే ఇల్లాలి సేవా త్యాగం ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా ఇల్లాలి సేవా త్యాగం ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా లాస్ట్ పేరా ఎన్ని కష్టాలొచ్చినా నవ్వుతూ నవ్విస్తూ ఎన్ని కష్టాలొచ్చినా నవ్వుతూ నవ్విస్తూ అందరితో కలిసిపోయి నా భూతో నా భవిష్యత్తులో తన ఇంటిని నా భూతో నా భవిష్యత్తులో తన ఇంటిని స్వర్గంగా మలిచిన నిరంతర ప్రయాసపడే ఇంటి దేవత మనము ఎంత ఆదరించినా ఎంత పూజ చేసినా ఎంత ఆదరించినా ఎంత పూజ చేసినా తక్కువే కదా ఇల్లాలి సేవా త్యాగం ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే కదా प्रसन्ना जी आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ये अवकाश दिए से इसको
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It was lovely tribute to housewives. Like beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. I have said it all. Please welcome Dr. Modi Joseph.
So happy to be here with all of you dears. I was just on the search for the right kind of phone, and suddenly, just give me a minute. Yeah, it seems today everyone is taking time to start. Okay, All Souls Day. Yeah. Okay, I'll go to this one. Arid plains. Arid plains of an aftermath. Piled up dust and debris. Survived lives, desperate, scrambling for their beloveds under the smashed buildings that fell with a thud. Searching for those worlds that lit up their lives. The mutilated, wounded, battling for life. No, even the ambulance that carried them ambushed. When will this war end? Vengeance end. Death was kind to take away many. But what of those left to live a wretched life in cauldrons of loss, pain, misery? What gain these wars save dogged pursuance of violence, coached in concocted jargons? Violence is violence, anywhere, every time. When you destroy life, its sweet significance on earth. It catapults back in resilience, irresistible against the perpetrator. Vengeance, breeding vengeance. Has it ever brought good to mankind? We hate Hitlers and those self-acclaimed champions, exponents of greed-driven dominance. In this maddening, killing game, who listens? Minds are arid, brazen grounds, toxin to the core. Who can detoxify these sick hearts into sanity? Their efforts at polluting, splitting up the worlds, our otherwise sweet short lives, to be embroidered with designs delicate, merging with each on multiple hues of love acceptance. Thank you, dears. Thank you so much.
Very powerful expression when this war would end is the question that always everyone is asking and seeking the answer for that. Please welcome Ronnie Tucker and please give a round of applause to Dr. Malik Joseph. Ron.
Thank you for letting me go early here. I got a different kind of poem instead of my regular poetry. I got a love poem for you. I wrote. It's for a friend of mine, and I changed her name because I don't want to embarrass her. It's called Wrapped in Autumn's Breath, Sarita. Sarita, when the leaves change from green to orange, autumn is here. Sarita, the air turns to cold. I see the sunlight in your eyes. Soon winter will be here as we lay in the leaves holding each other so close. Our love is shining all around. Sarita, when autumn comes and goes and winter shades awaits its icy turn. Sarita, my kiss is real, my beautiful angel, whose smile lights up the moments I cherish. Lay your head on my shoulders as the autumn passes by. Soon the frost will chill the air, changing seasons and lovers' hearts laid bare. So soft is your skin to my touch. In the trees, the birds are singing. In the cool breeze, we warm ourselves. I have always loved this time of year. Sarita, I am so glad to share my heart and love for you. Forever we will be together, for the love we have is entwined endlessly. When the leaves change to orange, Sarita, we have each other. In autumn's golden gown, we bask in its glow. Our love will never die as autumn wraps us in its icy air. Thank you.
Never be together, sir. Forever and ever. That brings us to the end of today's evening, my dear friends. I have got one piece to share with you all. Hope you would like it. I don't know what category it comes under. I would try to, give out for you. Those days of past, I hope you recollect most, but I guess not. The wind took a turn. The fire made a slithering escape without touching your cheeks of soul. Moments buried under the pages, ink spilled with intact blood marks. Soil leaves denied rustling Cracked lips and chapped cheeks craved for no glitter. Hues of crimson made way to the dusty danglings. Withered eyes never cared for arcane sight. Tongue lilted to murmur with the lips fluttered with shivers. Chillness become hard to crumble, stoic to change to the weather. Fluffy heart takes over the shape of brittle rock, arresting throbs, heavier chest looks to beat against the wall of times. Rumpled hair desire to shed themselves, blonde of the brain with bald of memories. Schizophrenic schizophrenic dispensation you won now. Schizophrenic dispensation you won now. Your charming night is in reverie is unknown. I don't know what category it is. Oh God. Thank you, my dear friends. Hope you liked it and see you same time, same day, with the same link. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you, Ambika ma'am, Molly ma'am, Lantern, Sneha, everyone.
It's so sweet to be with you. Enjoyed it, though I could join really late.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the
Bye-bye.
best.
All the best to everyone.
Bye then.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.